Hi, this is AA Computer Zone from Bishop Stortford, and today we are going to be replacing the top panel, the whole keyboard panel of this laptop. As you can see from the picture, it's broken away from the bottom chassis, so the whole panel needs replacing as there's all broken clips behind it. So this will involve a full strip. The model number of this laptop is HP 14-AL115NA, but I do believe there are other variants of this same laptop that you can use the same procedure on. So I'll try and talk you through it, and hopefully this helps. Here we go. So 9 screws on the back of this. That one has obviously fallen out, because that's the broken part, so the catch is broken, so we'll replace that one. Keep the screws to one side, keep them safe. Do note that some of these are different size thicknesses, so you need to make sure you put these in the back in the right slot. And there's one hidden one back here behind this rubber strip. So with a pry tool, just lift it up, peel it back. There it is. Take that one out. Okay. Right, using your pry tool, just lift this up. There's some catches on the bottom of this, which you can hear popping. Again, that's it. And there's a couple on the side. 1, 2, that's it. And same on the other side. I'll show you my lift. There you go. So what we have here is you got the motherboard, got the fan, Wi-Fi card, cooling fin, you got your card reader, hard drive, RAM, can't remember, I already said that. But before we start, we need to disconnect this battery, so just pull back on this tab and that will release your battery terminal without actually going to remove the whole battery, as it's holding the motherboard in. So I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, yeah, 4. Just 1, 2, 3, the last one. Just lift this out and put it to one side. Keep everything together so you don't lose them. So what you'll see is the hard drive here, so we need to move the hard drive. So we just lift this tab here, pull the cable out, and I think you should just better pry this up, because it's just rubber holding it. So if you put your pry tool in one of these gaps and just lift, and it comes straight out. So pop that to one side. Next we have, right, so if we take off the touchpad cable, lift the tab there, and just slide out. And you've got your keyboard tab, same again, lift straight out. Card reader tab, lift out. We're going to have to remove the fan as well by the looks of it. So we need to take the Wi-Fi card out. Connected to the fan will be under that. Keep that safe, pop that to one side. Just pop the fan connector off. That's it. 3 screws on the fan. see the broken bits coming off of this from the connector. So lift the fan out, again keep everything together. So now we come to removing the motherboard. Not quite. There's your speaker connector there, so take the speaker connector off. Just slide that straight out. Might need to use a pry tool if you can't get it with your nails. There you go. And you got your graphics connector there. So again, lift the tab up on that and slide this cable out. There's a bit of adhesive behind that. So again, gently pry behind it with a blunt pry whilst lifting. Right, you also have your DC jack cable there as well, so be sure to separate them. If you can't see what you're doing, turn it around. There you go, that's coming off now. Right, so it should now pop out. There you go. So now that we have everything disconnected from the baseboard, we should be able to remove this motherboard. Hopefully the bend hasn't damaged it, but we'll find out. So on this board you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws holding it down. Again, keep everything to one side. 2. There's actually a shorter screw than the others. That goes on the bottom here, so remember that shorter one goes back into the bottom slot there. Right, the motherboard should now lift out hopefully. Yep, there it goes. So as I said before, the DC jack connector is still attached underneath that, so we need to remove that. So just lift. Yep, let me show you. There it is. That connector there. So that connector needs to pull out. Yeah, that's off. So that's your motherboard. Gently put that to one side. So we can now remove this whole touch panel. If your replacement board doesn't come with all these bits already attached to it, like the card or the speakers, then you just transfer them across. Shouldn't be too difficult. It just looks like there's a few screws on it. Okay. So to get the board out, right, so you've got a screw here. These are the hinges, so well, the hinge screws, they're just free spinning on this broken side, so just proceed to get out what you can. This side here I'm just going to lift so I can grab it with a wrench. There it is, isn't it? That's fallen out. yours might not be so difficult, so don't worry. There's one here. So that one is also free spinning. So I'm just going to hold the broken cap of that. Whilst I unscrew it. Yeah, it's coming out now. Right. One side done. So just lift this up slightly, hold the board and just lift the hinges up. Lift up. Get rid of all the broken pieces. You don't need that. Look at that mess. That is well and truly broken in there. So we need to replace all these bits. Same with this side. So we're going to remove the left side hinge now as well, the screws to it. It won't be as difficult as the right one because this one was absolutely knackered, all the bits were broken. So this should come out a lot easier. So 3 screws again. Okay. So all we've got to do now is lift this hinge just back a little bit, enough so we can slide this touch panel out. So the way I do it is to try and get a spudger just behind some of this. That's it, and then just lift. So it bends the hinge back. There you go. Just slightly, just enough so you can get this out. Perfect. So we're now going to remove this old touch panel. There you go. So as you can see, loads of broken bits all over it. So let's get the new one in. Right, get the new one in. It's all good, all the bits are there that need to be there. You get all my speakers and everything are intact. So yeah, so like I said, if you can get a panel with all the bits already embedded on there, great. If not, it's no big deal. Just remove a few screws and transfer them onto your new panel. Okay, let's put this back in. So everything that I've just done will now be done in reverse. So push the hinge down. Make sure there's nothing else broken in there. No. Like that. Same with that one. Down. So now just work in reverse really. Start assembling it all, put it back together, and you should be good to go. It's all in place, so just move all these bits out of the way so we can get the motherboard down. So gently grab your motherboard and just pop it back into place. Four screws. One in here. there's one up here. Yeah, there it is there. And remember the little short one I was telling you about earlier? This goes in the bottom. Perfect. So we can now start putting all these connectors back in. So plug the speaker cable back into the motherboard. Sorry, got it wrong. Unplug the speaker cable, remove the motherboard again. Need to plug in this one. That's your DC jack connector. This is live, it's not rehearsed, so I'm making all the normal mistakes I think anyone would, you know, on the repair they haven't done before. So it's good to show you guys. No big deal. So just going to plug this straight back into the board. Yep. Right, let's try again. Got to put one of the hinge screws in, so I'll do that now. A little short one down the bottom. Just make sure they're all tight. Not over tight though, just tight so they don't rattle loose. That's it. So again, speaker cable connects it back into motherboard. Display connects it back in. Put it back down. Stick it down again. You'll see some guides on the side of the speaker. Just push it all in. That's it. Next will be the fan. The 3 screws for the fan. So put the connector for the fan back into the motherboard. Next will be your Wi-Fi card. So, and the little connectors, again be careful with these because if you force them or bend them, they will break. They should just pop in. Like that. One. Can be a bit fiddly as there's so little. Yep. Let's open it again. Guide these into the little channels by the by the speakers. Perfect. So we're now going to connect the rest of the leads connectors together into the motherboard. So first you've got your mouse, touchpad, this is your keyboard, pop that back in. Card reader, go back in. So fiddly. There you go. Hard drive. Just line all that back up. Push it down. And the connecting goes back into the motherboard as well. And finally, we have the battery. As you've got the battery out, just inspect to make sure it's all in good condition, there's no breaks or tears in it, as these can explode otherwise. So pop this over back into position. Like so. 4 screws, just screw it back in. Just give everything a quick once over, make sure there's nothing missing, make sure you put everything back into place. And finally, plug the battery back in. Put the back on. Clip it all, push it all, pop it all back into place. As you can see, there's no more lift there now. The lid opens and closes nicely with no lifting. So this is now perfect. So finally, just pop the back screws back in, all 9 of them. Don't forget the hidden one. Again, don't over tighten these, because they will break. And there you have it, a complete HP rebuild. So all you've got to do now is just turn it on, power up, make sure it works. Unfortunately the battery's got no charge in it, so I can't show you it working without plugging it in, but I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helps. Do give us a like and share and subscribe. More videos will be coming up as and when I do them. So yeah, hope you liked it. Thank you.